Hi guys! Welcome to our first lesson. In this lesson, we'll discuss the definition of 3D, where it's used, what software we're going to use, and explore the different studios around the world that use it. We'll also look into the production pipeline and learn about the key aspects in 3D. Lastly, we'll visit our very own local animation industry and see what kind of career awaits you. Alright, without further ado, let's begin! If you Google 3D, you'll find this definition. 3D is basically the property of having 3 dimensions, or the quality of being 3-dimensional. In that case, all physical objects are 3D. You and me are both moving in a 3D space, but that's not what we're about to study. The 3D we're going to learn about is the process of creating computer-generated imagery, or CGI. So where is 3D used? 3D or CGI is used in making your favorite movies and games. It's sometimes used in full CGI or in conjunction with real-life objects such as character visual effects or backgrounds. You've probably already seen a dozen 3D stuff today even before you watch this video. That character you're playing in your mobile game, the advertisements in the TV, that cool sports car, and that minimalist house picture on social media all contain imagery that has been created on a computer. Before new buildings and communities are made, architects make 3D visualizations of their designs so that they can look at it from all angles just like in real life. With technology becoming widely accessible, even toys and furniture makers do pre-visualizations now before they make their products. Organs and limbs can now be designed in a computer and produced through 3D printing. 3D printing is the process of creating a physical model from digitally created objects. Other emerging industries that make use of 3D are that of virtual and augmented reality. Virtual reality immerses the viewer in full CG environment with the use of VR goggles, headsets, and other haptic devices that simulate reality. Augmented reality or AR, on the other hand, incorporates CGI into the real world through the use of cameras and lenses. Some common examples of AR are those cute and funny social media and messaging filters that you use while calling your family. There are several key aspects in 3D. These also serve as significant parts in the 3D production pipeline. The production pipeline serves as a roadmap to the whole process of creating 3D. It is divided into 3 stages. The pre-production stage is where all the planning happens. Artists create concept designs, thumbnails, storyboards, and animatics to visualize the flow of animation and story. The production stage is where the actual creation of the model or animation takes place. This stage also encompasses several parts, and in an animation studio, several teams of artists work together in order to create a stunning masterpiece that the viewers will enjoy. First is 3D modeling. 3D modeling is the process of creating a digital representation of any object called assets inside a 3D software. In our class, we'll be using Blender since it's free and beginner-friendly. 3D sculpting gives you the ability to mold and sculpt objects, just like using clay or sculpting in real life. Texturing is the application of materials and shaders to the assets, which gives the viewers an idea what the material is made of. 3D animation brings those 3D models to life through the use of controllers and rigs. The incorporation of controllers and rigs in a model is called rigging. Lighting in 3D is much like lighting in photography or filmmaking, wherein the artist sets up a combination of artificial lights to set the mood of a scene. Finally, rendering is the last step in the production stage. It converts all the information that has been modeled, textured, and lighted into a single frame of image file. Rendering a sequence of moving images creates animation. Post-production is the final stage of the pipeline. In this stage, the image or animation is beautified to make it more aesthetically pleasing. Compositing is the process of combining visual elements from separate sources into single images, often to create the illusion that all those elements are parts of the same scene. A green or blue screen is often used as a background in live-action shooting, since they are the pigments that are not naturally produced by the human body. The process of adding visual effects or VFX and motion graphics can be classified both under production and post-production stage depending on the nature of the project. Lasers, magic powers, and gunshots are some examples of VFX. Motion graphics is basically an animated graphic design. It conveys important information, often has text as a major component, and is widely used in product advertisements. Color correction is a technical process that fixes color issues and makes footage appear as naturalistic as possible. Color grading is also technical, but it's more of a creative concern. The color grading process adds atmosphere and emotion to shots by coloring footage in new, often unnatural ways. Rendering is also done in post-production stage. This process is not to be confused with the one in the production stage. While the rendering in the production stage exports the file from a 3D software, rendering in the post-production stage exports the file from an editing software such as Photoshop, After Effects, or Premiere. Rendered files from the post-production stage will most likely be the final image or footage that the general viewers see and enjoy. There are a lot of 3D animation studios around the world. The biggest and most popular ones are Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Warner Brothers, Universal Studios, and DreamWorks. Big gaming companies also have their animation department like Blizzard Entertainment, Riot Games, and Ubisoft. These companies have several offices and studios around the world, in which the latter even has one here in the Philippines. Japanese anime studios such as UFO Table now also use CGI in some of their works. The Animation Council of the Philippines Incorporated, or ACP, serves as a platform for providing member companies and schools to showcase capabilities through activities such as participation in locally and internationally sponsored trade fairs and business matching services. The most popular animation festival for students here in the Philippines is the Animahinasyon. It is held annually around November and showcases student animations along with professional works. Various artists and animators are also invited for workshop and discussion sessions. 3D animation in the Philippines is only beginning to blossom. With most of our work being outsourced to foreign companies, Filipino animation with original Filipino content has yet to take its spotlight in the global stage. That's it! I hope you learned a lot today. See you next time!